How do you get Confluence integrated directly with Jira? Well, depending on which project type you're using, it's going to happen one of two ways. And if you're using a software or business project, you're going to have to go over to your Pages tab. And once you're in that tab, and if you don't have it, you could click the little plus icon and make sure that it's added. There's going to be a button to connect to Confluence. If I jump over to my business project, exactly the same process. I'll go to my Page tab, click on the Connect to Confluence, and then from here, I could pick either a space or I could pick a page with a page hierarchy. And this is really great because if I'm looking at my Confluence, I could pull up, let's say, human resources. And then let's say I only want to connect global payroll central and then nothing else into that particular space. So I will type in that exact name, global payroll central, and I should be able to see the page pop up, and I'll go ahead and connect it. Now, what's really great is that this ends up being the highest hierarchy within this project. So I could go in and actually expand this, see all these sub pages under that, and see all of that information by just clicking on them. And I'll go over exactly what that looks like in a moment. But first, I want to show you how to connect your service management project to Confluence as well. So it's going to be a little bit different. In Jira Service Management, you click the three-dot icon, go to Space Settings. From here, you open up the Channel and Self-Service tab, and then you'll go to the Knowledge Base section. So whenever you connect one of these, you're really showing them in one of two places. You're always going to show them to your agents when you connect these. That way your agents can see relevant articles, read them, edit them, add to them, etc. And then you also have an option to show them to your customers. And your customers are going to be able to see them on your portal. That way, if they can self-help or self-resolve, be able to solve a problem without the help of an agent, you want to show those articles to them. And the way that you do this is click Add Knowledge Base, add a Confluence knowledge base, and then once you link it, it should show up just like this for you with the space name, and then who can view, who can edit, and then you have an option to unlink. And there's also specific sections for like actual forms that you want to add suggestions to, and then the suggested articles with like a label. That way you could get a little bit more custom using like a specific label that's being suggested to a specific request type on the portal. That way nothing irrelevant is going to show up. This is unnecessary and you don't have to do this, but it definitely does help with accuracy. So once that's connected, I like to show this within one of my business projects because it does work a little bit better here and you can kind of visualize it a little bit easier, but you don't actually ever have to leave Jira. All you do is click on a drop down or click on an article and it opens up directly within your Jira environment. It does open up kind of through Confluence, but you're not actually in Confluence and you didn't have to leave to a separate tab. It feels very native, which I really, really like. From here, you could share, edit, comment, whatever you'd like. Again, all without ever leaving Confluence. And once you made your changes, you could hit update and all of your information is now up to date. And very simple, very easy, very straightforward. I really like the fact that it feels super native and you feel like you pretty much never leave the tool and you're in the same place. So if you're ever trying to link Confluence pages or spaces, that's how I like to do it. A couple of things that I like to do in Confluence, just as a couple of quick tips, is to clean up my sidebar. The sidebar ends up usually having a lot of stuff that I never end up using. So I'll go through and remove things like my drafts. I'll sometimes remove templates. And then sometimes I'll even remove some of these app shortcuts like Company Hub I might not use here from Confluence. Same thing with Teams, and I'll save my changes. That way everything's a little bit cleaner, a little bit more relevant and actually useful for me on a daily basis. So hopefully that helps. That's exactly how I like to connect my Confluence pages. Obviously, I still use Confluence on its own a ton. There's a little bit more you can do with it natively. And you also have like that full page structure that you could see in here that gives you a little bit more flexibility. But otherwise, I do like to link these directly to Jira and open them directly from my Jira environment when I can. Real quick, I know this looks like a lot. And if you'd rather just have me and my team help implement exactly what I'm showing you in this video, that is exactly what we do. We're currently opening up 4 more slots for our Jira strategy. We only run 4 of these per month. If you're interested, hit the first link in the description below.